Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Grassroots 304 podcast. This is episode 16, and tonight's special guest, we've got Tidal. Their band out of Charleston, West Virginia. To my right, we've got Nathan, and to his right, we've got Justin. Welcome, guys.
Hey, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, have you all on here. Glad to be
Glad
chatting.
to be
We've
here,
been
man.
hanging out for about an hour now.
Getting
to know each other
Talking
pretty
about
well.
Yeah.
all kinds of good stuff.
It's like the conversation's been going.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now it's like, yeah.
Yeah, you guys are
Fun,
cool, and you're good company. And
You too,
so far,
man.
we've talked about things, growing up in Charleston, and
Absolutely.
I don't know, a little bit of history and this and that.
Yeah. Yeah. Me and Justin have been playing music together for a long time.
Yeah.
So Tidal Wave
Yeah.
is just the project that we've
Yeah.
started in the
Yeah,
past couple years. In 2019, the two of us started playing music just in this, and it's because we were in a previous band called Badlands, and
Yeah.
our drummer, he couldn't live in the area anymore, so it just,
Yeah.
instead of finding a new drummer, we decided that we were just going to try to
make
figure
it
out a
work.
way to do it ourselves.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
we've
We
used
were very sad to lose him when it happened, but yeah, we just kind of
yeah, but
pushed through and
we're
figured some
recluses,
stuff
so we didn't
out.
want to
Yeah.
try to find a new drummer, and we
Yeah.
just decided to do it like this, and
Yeah.
it worked out. It's been a learning experience the whole way,
Oh yeah,
and we're
still learning.
but I'm still enjoying the music that we're
Yeah.
making, so we're
Yeah.
gonna keep going at it. Yeah.
Okay, so what would you call your sound? What is your genre?
We're like an electronic indie rock that doesn't really sound like it's from West Virginia.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything like that you could, I don't know, like compare it to, like, I don't know, a band maybe.
Bands wise, well, our influences,
Yeah.
we could talk about
Yeah,
that. That I
yeah.
think if they pull through in our music,
Yeah.
that's for other people to decide. My favorite band is probably Tame Impala.
Yeah,
I'm
Cool.
a big fan of Unknown Mortal Orchestra right now. Justin, you're a big
I love
Black
like the
Keys
Black
guy.
Keys, Dan Arbach. I love
Mhm.
anything
Nice.
he-
Of course, I
was
am too. I
producing
love
and
him
all that.
as well.
You
Yeah.
Yeah,
kind of
and
got a
it's-
Dan Arbach look going on.
Dude, I've
Yeah, a
heard
little
that
bit.
before.
Yeah.
Well, I think he has kind of a similar voice. That they don't sound the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
by any
It's
means,
got a
but
feel
I
for
I,
who you
I,
are.
I kind of hear the influence through
Right.
his
Yeah,
voice. Yeah.
I like blues,
Yeah.
blues rock and stuff like that too. So
And
I
I'm
don't
more
know.
of a psychedelic
And he,
rock
yeah,
guy,
yeah. So we kind of try to blend it, add some electronic stuff in
Mhm.
there too,
Mhm.
drums and whatnot.
Yeah, I love drum machines.
Yeah.
We do all the drums with drum
Yeah.
machines, and then go into the studio.
With
Yeah.
a drum machine.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what kind of drum machine?
Oh, I use the Artura Drum Brute, which is
Yeah.
nothing special, but I'm looking to buy new ones 'cause
Oh,
I
yeah.
love them. I'd never messed with them before
Mhm.
we did this.
So there's just like pads you
Mhm.
can tap on.
Yeah, yeah.
Pad you
drum
can tap on and
Sequence,
program and
yeah.
play out in different sequence and a whole bunch of other stuff that I don't really understand.
Yeah.
But
Dude,
I've
he's
learned a lot with
Very
it.
good at it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
it's a
I
lot of
weirdly
fun.
play drums in real life too.
Uh-huh.
But
He's a good
he's
drummer.
I don't really do anything like when it comes to that. I mean, I have like ideas and
this
stuff, but he
band-
programs them and it's interesting because it's like, oh man, I don't know if I would have done that there, but it sounds awesome. Just for like, I don't know, it's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he does
it
a
just
good
comes
ear
out
for
of
it.
me.
Yeah.
I don't know. When I'm doing it, I always tell him this. Like it feels like anybody could do this. I feel like, oh, well, this isn't creative at all. But
No, no, man.
Other people seem to like it. So.
Yeah, yeah.
So what instruments do you all play?
I play guitar in the band, and
Yeah.
then Justin plays keys, but he plays
Yeah.
bass usually on
On the keys and then sing, and then we
yeah,
have some loops going and
synth
stuff.
loops and stuff
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. I do guitar
Yeah.
loops while we play.
We really
too.
utilize the looping and stuff a lot, and like creating the stuff too. That's what helps us out, get it rolling,
That's
makes
kinda
it sound more
part of our-
full.
It's part of our writing
Yeah.
process.
Yeah,
in this
yeah.
group as we loop
Helps get it
different
started,
parts
yeah.
and build the songs like that. And
Okay.
yeah, kind of work on a structure. And it's weird. Just I'll be working on the structure of a song, and Justin just starts humming
Yeah.
along, and
It's weird,
the lyrics
yeah.
come out of nowhere.
We've just done it so long together,
Yeah.
and it's like when we're trying too hard and getting stuck on something, it's like maybe it's time to step away from it for a second. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
we try to get
That's
into
absolutely true.
that
See-
flow state or whatever when we write, and
Mhm.
if it's too much, if it's
If you
too
have
much,
to work too
yeah,
hard
it's,
at it,
something's
then,
wrong.
then
Gotta
there's
step
probably
back
a
at
reason
it.
for it, and you got to step back for
Yeah,
a while.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
are you starting with the lyrics first and then adapting the songs after that?
Sometimes,
or sound
I don't
after
know.
that, or
Yeah, there's
sometimes
no
just-
rules.
Has
Yeah.
lyrics written and
Yeah.
things that
So
he wants to use.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Bring it to him
and,
and
we
be
try,
like-
and then he tries to fit them into songs that I write. But a lot of times,
Yeah.
it will start with like I have so many song
Yeah.
ideas like saved up, but every time we end up writing a song, it seems like it's something new that comes. That's real fresh, and then Justin starts putting something together, and we just work on it till it sounds like a song, and then we get into the studio.
Yeah, and that's when my brother Jacob, I want to give him a shout out.
Yeah,
we almost had him come
member
today because he's an intricate part.
Yeah, he basically
he's our producer, and he records us. Yeah. And he's like,
he's very talented. Yeah, he's very.
He's not really interested in the performing stuff so much.
Yeah.
We've tried to, but one day we would love it. Yeah, no.
So he's the integral part of.
Oh yeah, man, he's a driving force too. But yeah,
it's too bad he couldn't join.
I know, man. I mean, if
it's been cool.
He's probably not out of bed yet.
He's not out of bed.
He's a night owl.
No, we love you, Jacob.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe next time, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And shout out to Matt too, the drummer that we had before.
We love Matt.
Yeah. What band stolen from you?
Well,
no one stole.
The road
no
stole.
One
say that.
He left on his own.
He did some traveling around.
That's right. You said that he wasn't going to be living in the area anymore.
His wife was doing some travel nursing, so they kind of, and it was
Which
awesome.
Was a great
they went to
experience.
some awesome
we
places.
Got to go
we went visit him in Nashville.
That was fun.
He's, man, we played music with so many awesome people that we're always in like our core friend group. Mm-hmm. And even though they're not with us right now and playing with us, we always have something with us from them. That's what I feel like. Like my buddy Ryan, I think about what he would do in certain situations musically all the time. Mm-hmm. Matt, I think you take a lot of influence from Matt on drums too. I've heard you do similar things that Matt would do.
From Ryan, he's a completely different type of guitar player, different type of songwriter.
We love you, Ryan.
But yeah, he's definitely influenced me. We have a similar obsession and love for guitars.
Yeah, custom made.
Yeah.
Now that's the band you said you saw last year when you came here, or maybe earlier this year when you came to the shop for the first time, right? Golden.
That's who Matt's playing with now.
Right.
So I guess technically you could say they have stolen him from us. Sure.
He came back and we were kind of already doing.
We were hesitant. We didn't
because we didn't really know how to work it, and we're open to that. Maybe one day we will. But
maybe one day we'll get him back.
We're gonna get him back.
We're coming for you, Matt.
Not to be like dropping names or anything, but you guys know who James Harrison is, right?
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Absolutely.
Saying his name wrong.
He plays
in multiple different bands. He plays in the MFB. He plays in Hurl Brickbat.
Oh, okay.
Geez, what else? What other bands does James play in? Man, he plays with a bunch of different ones around the valley. Though I think he's played like for Shalim. You know who Shalim is?
I'm not
yeah, he's a hip hop artist. He's here out of Charleston. He's been starting to kind of blow up too. But
cool.
That's cool.
I was thinking of like drummers. There seems like drummers, they don't just play in one band, they play in multiple bands.
A lot of the time.
Because it seems like...
Which is a lot.
You feel like there's like a shortage of drummers typily?
And that's why they have to... of super talented drummers.
Super talented.
Around here, I don't know a whole lot of drummers, but there are some really good talented ones around here. Maybe that's
we're just like shy. I don't know. For myself, I'm kind of shy. I'm kind of like with music and all that.
And
the
way
we
vibe
be like that.
with Matt playing drums.
Right.
We always want to play it. So that's kind of like we've always just played with our like friends. I feel like it's always been a friend group.
Yeah, because we've
also
known Matt for years.
Right.
We've all kind of grown together with
that'd
music.
be cool. Yeah. There's a lot of great drummers around here for sure.
James Harrison. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
Harrison.
Harrison.
I'm bad with names, but I probably know his face.
That's
he rocks. He's pretty cool. He rocks.
We're not very popular. Either,
Hey, well, I mean, you got to start somewhere, right?
Yes.
So you guys have known each other for years, but how long have you been playing together as Tidal Wave?
As Tidal Wave since 2019, early 2019, I think, and then we it might have been mid 2019. We recorded our first song.
Yep.
Worked out really well. Everybody seemed to really like it. So we
kept
just
going
went
with
from
it.
there, and we're like, well, took us a couple months to do this, and we both work steady, so we just try to put as much effort into it as possible. And the goal was just to kind of keep putting out one song every couple months, and eventually we got 10 songs, and we just threw them together this past year, and
put
June,
it on
we
our
put
album,
them on an album together called Looking for a Spark.
Looking for a Spark.
Looking for a Spark. Yeah, and that's available on Spotify.
That one's
iTunes
out there
and all that stuff.
Yeah, what kind of where do you draw inspiration for a name like that? Looking for a Spark. Looking for a Spark.
That we just kind of just put a bunch of them out there, and that's just kind of what it felt.
Yeah,
on.
looking
Sometimes
for Spark
yeah,
is a lyric in
one of the songs.
in
Yeah,
Better Off.
yeah.
Which
Our
is
song "Better Off." Yeah,
one of our more well-received songs. People
Yeah.
really seem to like that song. And,
I love that
yeah,
song. Yeah,
and
that's
it
one of my
sounded
favorite
like
ones.
a good album.
Yeah.
But right now we're working on an EP. We're trying to finish up this EP, and this is the first time we've written songs that were kind of meant to be on the same, piece of work.
A little more cohesive. It felt
Yeah,
like.
there's only
not
gonna be
that the other
about-
ones. It's just we kind
They
of
were all
one
just
at a
written
time.
randomly, and these
didn't really
were
know what it
written
was
with
gonna
the
be.
intention of being on the same thing. So the
Okay.
goal is to get this EP finished and put out probably in hopefully the next month or two.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah, that's the goal. I was hoping before the end of the year, but sometimes the beginning of the year is better.
Yeah,
So,
sneaks up
alright.
on
Yeah,
you.
it seems like people do like I don't know. I guess it depends really, but I've seen bands come out with albums in the fall and then they tour and do that, or sometimes they come out in the like late winter, I guess. Like
Yeah, for
Yeah.
some
January,
reason I like
February,
it
beginning of winter
at
sort
the
of
end of
thing,
the
right.
year. I don't know why I always have.
Mhm.
Nice little
It's just like a
surprise
fresh
when it
start for
comes out.
2023.
Oh,
New
yeah.
album.
Yeah.
I feel like
new
bands cram
mindset.
them out too at the end of the year. Like we gotta
Right.
get this out.
Yeah,
for
for
this year
sure,
'cause
for
we
sure,
don't wanna,
yeah.
you know,
You wanna
we're
tour
gonna
it.
tour on it next year or whatever.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah,
you plan on doing some touring, like local touring, or like getting
As
outside
much
the
as
state
we
or
man,
can,
we'll
anything?
do.
yes,
Yeah.
we would love
The
to.
doors open, we'll walk through them. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we're just kind of not the best, like I said, at like
Yeah, we're
marketing and stuff, which you need to
Right.
be good at, and I'm trying to do
We're
the
not
best
our
I
best
can. but-
managers.
Yeah.
But,
So yeah, maybe one.
yeah,
day
we are
gets
trying to
played.
play out as much as possible. Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
So I know it can be difficult sometimes trying to manage all that stuff. Of course,
Oh,
just
yeah.
manage your own life in general, let
Yes.
alone like run the event page or the band page,
Yeah,
and
man.
try to set up dates and
Yeah.
emails with people back and forth. It can be a lot to do, and
Yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
overwhelming a bit too.
Yeah.
And social media is a drag as it is.
It is,
Facebook wants
man.
you to post like 3 times a week in order
Yeah,
to maintain that interaction and that
I went through that whole thing because I just made us a TikTok.
yeah.
And like I almost didn't want to do it. Just I mean I was like we need to do this because that's a good way to get your music out there.
Right.
I wanted just less time. I was like it's just gonna take more time. It's gonna suck me in.
There's
you
a
know.
lot to do.
And
It's a
I
lot of
did. I
work.
made it, and it was awesome. Like I feel like we got some more listeners, monthly
Yeah.
listeners
Yeah.
off of it, maybe, but because
think
it did
we
go up a
absolutely
little
did.
bit after I did it.
Yeah.
But I kind of had that little hesitation with it. Like,
Did they
but
give
yeah.
you some like a good boost to begin with for like your first
I don't
video
know,
or
maybe
two?
because the first few things I posted got a good amount. So maybe that's just something that happens. I
Yeah.
don't know what to encourage
We
you.
don't really know how that stuff works.
Right. I think that is actually how it happens
That's
when,
right.
you're a new member and
Okay,
you start
yeah.
out on
I
there.
was like,
they will
"We're
boost
blowing
your
up."
videos or whatever that
That
you're
usually
posting.
gets people
Yeah.
to want to be on
Right.
the app more.
Yeah. Then you just gotta chug through it like everything else,
Yeah,
and
that makes
get the following
Yeah,
going,
probably.
and
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
TikTok. So yeah, check us out on TikTok.
Yeah, we're on there. We're out there.
yeah. Once you plug your TikTok, what's the name on TikTok? Just the
I
band
think
name?
Yeah,
We like to put band at the
Yeah,
end so people
yeah.
know that we're a band.
we're band.
So people
And
know
it's
you're
spelled Title.
Yeah, Title. Yeah.
not TIDAL.
No,
The
not
reason
that.
for that is there is no reason for that. I guess we just wanted to confuse people.
Yeah, we like to just confuse everyone and make our stuff really hard to find. It's
Now we
really
just have to explain it every time we tell somebody what our band name is. So.
Yeah, it took me like it took longer than it should have though when I
Yeah.
was trying to find you guys a few weeks ago and contact you about a previous interview when we had some other fellas in here.
yeah.
It was Jay Hatfield and Eric Robbins. You know those guys?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't think so. I
No,
don't think I
or,
know. I
uh,
don't know. Yeah, I'm
uh,
kind
the-
of.
I'm
yeah,
just gonna say
they're,
yes. Every
Yeah,
time.
parachutes
Yeah.
are great.
If I like, I'm good with faces. I'm kind of bad with names.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
I've
It's
probably
okay.
met them before, man. Sometimes I'm bad with that too, though.
Yeah.
It's like,
Right.
Hey, I got a special shout out here going out to Robbie Lanham at Entertainment Marketing for Entertainment Marketing. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
he's a good
He
guy.
might be tuning in right now, actually.
Oh, cool.
That's awesome.
Nice,
Yeah.
What's up,
nice.
Robbie?
Yeah, back to my notes here. Let's see. What do you
You're not being entertaining.
Oh yeah, let me just juggle something.
what do you guys
Dump
think
that
about
water on me.
what do you guys think about the shop here?
Oh man, we
First
love
impressions.
it, dude. Oh
This
gosh.
place is incredible. Like
Yeah.
I said, we caught Golden and Kagan McLean and the Mediocres here
Last year.
Last year when they played.
And we never been here, man. And we walked in that front door. There's no, it doesn't. You don't know, and you just walk in, and it looked
very
awesome. I was like, this is the real deal. This is cool.
Right.
How can we get on this
great.
stage?
Yeah. It was like, very impressed, man.
Right. Yeah. For a while, out front, you wouldn't know that anything was in here because there was nothing marking, the building. But now there's a sign up there, and you can clearly see there's lights and everything.
Absolutely.
But you walk right by it, and people would walk right by it, and they wouldn't know, and they'd walk down to the end of the street.
Like,
hey,
I'm pretty sure
I think we did that. We were like over on the other side, like, and didn't know
I
what
think
was
that
going,
night we
but-
must have said it 10 times. They need a sign.
But it looked. I was
Great
blown away, man.
Facility,
when I walked
awesome
in,
place.
Looks really
The
good.
equipment is incredible, and the people are great. So, this is a cool.
Yeah, shout out to Larry Dorsey for making it all
Absolutely.
happen.
Thanks,
He's,
man.
he's really put a lot into this place, and he's really
He's
making
the best.
he's making it better for not only the city of Dunbar, which Dunbar's small, but
Yeah.
I think of it more along like the lines of Charleston and for Southern West Virginia.
West
Yeah,
Virginia.
dude. This is
because
the
it's
thing,
really
yeah.
it's really something special that they've
Yeah.
got going on here.
I
That
agree.
really it sets the bar for some of these other music venues around here, which are. It's essentially they're bars too. And this isn't really a bar. I mean, I'm sure you could- It's not really a bar. It's a
Right.
music venue, so to say. So or more so
Some
than
of the
that.
bars
It's just-
around town in Charleston seem like they try, like they're doing really good.
Yeah,
Right,
I
you know,
agree.
Sam's Uptown.
Dude,
yeah, Sam's is
yeah.
got their upstairs up there, and it's
pretty
really something special.
impressive,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
I remember the last time I was there, I was very impressed.
Yeah, we played there.
Yeah, we
was a
did
good
play
time,
there, and
man,
that
yeah.
was wasn't expecting that. It wasn't
Yeah.
like
Right.
that the last time I was
Yeah,
there.
it was
So.
like-
Yeah, because it was just
professional.
like I don't even know. Do they have a bar upstairs, like a small bar?
I think a
upstairs?
small one in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right back
Yeah.
there in that cubby hole.
Yeah.
It's like as we were talking about, the Boulevard Tavern was a very special place for many years, and lots of great bands came and played through there.
Yeah.
And after they shut down, you've got the Blue Parrot, and of course the world famous Empty Glass as well.
Oh,
But
yeah.
we
Yeah, we
needed
played there
more
too.
places for these bands to come and
Yeah,
play
man.
at.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That is
Yeah,
true.
this is great,
Yeah,
man. We're
and the more of
excited
them that look like
play
this, the better. This
Yeah.
is,
Right.
This is top notch stuff.
We're playing here January 21st.
Yeah, who you gonna
too,
be playing with?
With Bane Star
Bane Star.
and
and
Pink Casino.
Pink Casino.
Pink
yeah.
Casino,
Yeah, so
okay.
that should be awesome.
They're from like up in Ohio or something. What Bane Star is? They're from Ohio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love them, man.
I've never heard of
Yeah.
Pink Casinos.
I was like annoying the crap out of Nathan. Like, you got to hear this band, Bane Star. Bane's like, he was just like, but we're big fans. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
they're
like it a
really
lot. Yeah,
awesome,
but I
yeah.
felt like I was annoying. The
I think
crap
it'll be
out
a
of them.
really good show.
So how did that work out? Did they contact you and say like, "Hey, we're gonna
Yeah,
be playing.
yeah.
Like, we want you to open up for us"?
Yeah,
or-
they did. Yeah,
yeah, that's cool.
And I had been talking to Larry too about coming. Yeah, so we just kind of messaged him and was like, hey, they, want to know if we want to be on this show, and I let him know, and then
Right.
we're good to go.
Worked
Yeah.
out.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Something's
Their
still working
lights
out.
and sound and all that, super cool, really trippy.
It really
Like
goes well with our music. Too.
Yeah, I think
the
we'll all
more
blend.
lights and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
I think that goes with everything though. When it comes to live music, I mean,
Yeah,
everybody.
they create a
Bluegrass
cool
looks
atmosphere.
awesome with lights.
Yes.
They're-
Oh
they're
yeah.
Really cool. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's all awesome.
So would they created like an experience within
I
their?
think so. I mean, it's pretty. You could tell it took time to think it out and
Right,
create
right.
it. Like
I like that.
it's really cool. All the videos and stuff. I think they
Yeah.
had a new album come out maybe too recently. I almost said goodbye or something maybe,
We should
but
have
yeah,
double-checked on that.
yeah. They
It's
did.
all
I'm
good.
pretty sure.
Yeah, we'll get around to talking with them, and next time, whenever you guys actually play, y'all could sit in on it too if you want.
That'd be
So,
awesome.
You know,
Yeah,
now
I'd
we're
love to.
acquainted and
Love to,
everything.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be
cool.
really
and
cool.
hang
if
out
there's
with those
anything that you
guys.
guys would like to pick their brain on, sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It'd be interesting to hear how they do it because we have like a similar setup.
Yeah,
going on,
yeah.
but we do things completely differently still, so it would be nice to see how they do things.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
So, growing up in the valley here, what were some bands that that you gained interest from? I mean, was there any local bands specifically? Because I can think of a few, but I don't want to drop any names.
I'll drop
I
a
know
name
one.
on
You're probably gonna say what I'm gonna say.
See, yeah, Sam.
Neutral Agreement.
Neutral Green. Okay, not one that I was thinking
That's
of.
way back.
Yeah.
Way back. Mine was,
But
I
I
thought
thought they
mine
were
was
so
way
cool.
back. I was going to say Holden Caulfield.
Oh yeah.
But Neutral Agreement. that's a
I
really
thought
good-
they were so cool. We played
Yeah.
with them. We were in a
That was in our first
Yeah.
little. We were probably probably like 12,
Yeah,
13,
13. It
years
was
old.
Giants with a J.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's still some merch floating around out there.
Yeah.
I see it every once in a while. This one guy, he has like a whole box of stuff. He said he'd give it to me. I need to see it. But yeah, so that was a little punk band.
That was like
we
our
started
peak.
playing
We
it.
got to play with Neutral.
Yeah, that was like cool, man. We were like, I think we played at like the South
Matt
Charleston Rec
Jenkins,
Center.
shout out to
Yeah.
Matt
Up like yeah. But I just thought they were. I was like, man, I want to be in a band now.
Jenkins. Yeah.
After seeing them.
What was the local band that you were going to say?
I was thinking of Time and Distance and Scenes from a Movie.
Scenes from a
Yeah,
Movie.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
all of that.
Yeah, they were
time,
both really
absolutely.
popular back when I was
Never
like
heard of
12,
them.
13, something like that, 14, you know, and
Yeah,
going.
Scenes
definitely.
from a movie, but Time and Distance. Not
Yeah,
ringing a
I'm not
bell.
familiar.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's a guy named Adrian something that was in Time and Distance. I think that guy's around Charleston. Adrian.
Yeah.
I know.
Router, maybe?
Adrian?
I
Yeah, I know.
don't know.
Yeah.
I purposely don't know his last name.
Oh, I see.
That's
Okay.
We love that guy.
No, we know Time and Distance too. though.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
I
trying to
remember
think.
seeing that at like the Brick House down in St.
Oh,
Albans.
yeah.
How
on
about
Old
Snuggle
Main.
Bunny?
Yeah.
Snuggle Bunny. No,
Let's give them a
that
shout
doesn't
out.
ring a bell.
Okay, yeah.
I
Beyond
saw. I
all
wrestled a
hope.
bear once at the Brick House, and that was insane.
I
It was
wrestled
so
a bear.
I
Yeah, they
wrestled
were like
there
a
once.
grindcore
Yeah.
like band. Oh my gosh, they were.
When
It was
the further
powerful.
back you go with our music
Yeah.
locally,
Yeah.
the heavier the music was.
Yeah, we
really
were in,
doing
like-
that. Well, I mean, I guess except for the punk rock cover band
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
beginning, but yeah, we did.
We
a
played in
lot
quite a few different
was a lot of heavy
genres
bands.
with each other. Yeah, so kind of just
right
figuring it
now,
out.
big fan of Culture Thief.
Yeah,
Culture
is
Thief.
amazing.
I can't say I've ever listened to Culture Thief.
Sock the Logger.
Sock the Logger, man.
If I'm
Oh
saying
my
that
God.
wrong,
New
sorry
song
guys.
out.
You guys
It's
are
awesome.
amazing. Yeah, all their music that they
We
have
love
on
them.
Spotify is
Yeah, yeah,
excellent.
yeah.
They don't
Killer
get enough
band.
credit. They should
Yeah.
be huge.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm trying
Have
to
you heard
think of
them?
other bands.
Mm-mm.
Sock the Logger, very much.
Yeah,
worth
check
a
'em out,
listen.
dude.
They have
Okay.
they have rockin' like Chili Peppers. Vibes
Yeah, they're so
sometimes,
good.
But they will just melt your face off, and they're
Culture
really creative.
Thief too, man.
We love
Greg
Culture
and
Thief.
Josh. Josh
Mhm.
is like the best guitar player.
We love those guys so much.
Yeah.
What was that first band you said before?
Culture Thief.
Culture
Nah,
Thief.
the other one.
Oh,
Sock the
the
Lager.
How you spell that?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I'm-
I
I'm
think
typing it
starts
in
with
here. That's- yeah, really.
SCK. I think it's
Yeah.
Sock the Lager.
Yeah.
It's a German word or
LA.
something.
Mm.
Probably not German.
Well,
It sounds like it.
Look it
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Well, I'm just
I can
gonna
look it up.
type it in here, and
I
if
think
it,
I got followed.
it works, hey,
I will
whatever.
find it for you before we leave.
Sock the
Sure.
Lager. There you go.
They're awesome.
Yeah, I keep a special note on my phone here for bands that people tell me
Dude,
to
they
listen
are
to.
They
awesome.
would
You
be
should
really
have
cool to
them
get
on
in
here.
there
Yeah,
because,
because
they're very interesting.
Sock
the
Super
Lager.
talented
Yeah.
guys.
Are these guys local?
They
Where are
rock.
they from? They are from.
I think so. I'm not super
Mm.
familiar.
They're
Even
not
if even if it's
directly in the
Right.
Charleston area, but they're from around.
so even if it's tri-state area. that's fine.
Tri-state area,
SOCKDOLAGER. Yeah.
Okay.
The
That's cool.
Sonny Chubb, their new song, killer.
Really good song.
Now, you guys were talking about back when you were younger, you played in a band called Hands Bleed Hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
it. It was a Christian metal band.
Yep. Christian metal.
Christian metalcore, so our moms would let us
Metalcore.
play music.
Yeah.
Yep. And that was quite a phase.
Yeah.
We did a lot of traveling.
Yeah, we
around,
did some cool stuff with that. I was like
Played some pretty
on
big
MySpace,
shows.
booking, like tours, little tours and stuff. So that was cool.
Like you said earlier, we took it for granted.
Yeah, I didn't know. I was just
didn't
like,
know
this
what
is
we
how
were
life
doing,
is. I was
and-
super young,
Yeah.
touring and
We had
playing
some really
everywhere,
good
and
times.
it was
That's
a
cool.
good time.
You guys were making money doing that?
Enough to keep.
Yeah,
doing it.
here and there,
Right.
man. But
Gas
you know,
and to, get
yeah.
there.
Book a tour every
think
once in a while.
Yeah.
A week long, 2 weeks long.
I was
something.
maybe like 17, maybe when that was going on, or 18.
Yeah.
So I didn't
Yeah.
have as many
Yeah, that would have been around
responsibilities
15,
at that time,
16,
and
17,
just
18,
take off.
Right.
Yeah.
somewhere around there.
Yeah. That's
and then
cool.
that slowly turned into
Yeah.
Never Lose Heart, which was
playing a
basically the
hardcore
same
band.
guys.
Yeah.
yeah, because
Yeah.
we had to go with the trends. You know?
Right.
Yeah, and
Well,
the-
just
the
our
trend-
music taste changed too.
Exactly.
You know,
Right.
you just,
That's
it
normal.
changes. You know, I
That's
still
what it
listen to metal and
Mhm.
hardcore, everything like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but it's just like, just want to try new stuff. You know.
Yeah. Well, it's
Yeah.
normal for people. It's normal,
Yeah.
certainly for musicians too, that progress and their sound changes over the years. I mean,
Absolutely. Man.
I can't think of anybody off the bat, but there's certainly been other people I've talked to that have said, like I started out playing this and then I went on to that, or it's just normal. As you
Yeah,
progress
yeah,
and you
absolutely.
mature, you gain a different knowledge and different sounds that you like to hear and
I
Yeah.
want to try out and
use
shit. So,
things from
you know.
back in the day when I was playing metal
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
little things you pick up along the way. It turns you
Yeah.
into who you are
Right.
as an
Yeah,
artist. So
Definitely.
a musician.
Here's some people like snickering back here. It's
Yeah,
like, you know,
something's
going
going on
on.
back there.
And between that and then
What's going on?
everything coming down the hallway, my,
Looks like
my
Black
ADHD is
Floyd.
like,
Yeah, that's like
I
what's
keep
that?
forgetting there's a room back there.
Yeah, there's a whole room.
There's a whole room back
world
there,
out
yeah.
there, guys.
Love the setup that you have here.
Yeah,
Michael.
man, this
This
setup's
is really
awesome.
cool.
hey, thanks. It's
Killing it.
it's not all mine though. It's a lot of help from the other people that are here, the volunteers that are here, the
Yeah.
artists that make this a collective.
That's cool, man.
Because I mean, it's right behind you here. My friend Nate, he
Awesome.
does that.
Nice.
Yeah, Nate Johnson over here. That's one of Larry's from whenever he was younger. Behind me, we've got a Wes Erie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Wes.
Yeah,
We
this is
love
Wes
Wes.
Erie's right here.
I'm looking at this the whole time.
Dude,
I'm
I want to
at
say
Wes's.
something about Wes.
Yeah.
He's awesome, man. He has always supported this band and our music.
Mm-hmm.
I think he might have even contacted somebody like Larry or something here to get us doing this in the show,
Yeah.
maybe to get it started. So he's awesome, man. He's always been super
Shout out
supportive,
to Wes.
and he's
Yeah.
an awesome artist too. You guys should
Oh,
check
yeah.
out all his stuff.
Real cool guy, very respectable here in Charleston.
Yeah, love that
He's
guy.
going to be like the new famous barber here in Charleston. I don't know if you've seen that.
Oh, is he
Oh,
cut?
really?
Yeah,
he's
he's
cut-
flexing his barber degree on Facebook.
Oh,
I
he's
need a
flexing.
haircut, Wes. I'm
Yes.
coming
Yeah.
to you.
Tell him
Yeah,
to,
Nathan needs a
I'm
haircut.
gonna find you.
I'd like him to come over here and trim me up sometime.
Yeah,
do
do a
it
little
live on the
trim.
podcast. Might mess with the audio a little bit. It's like, whatever.
We should
Down
just all
for
get
it.
our beards
Right.
shaved, like
Oh,
a
yeah.
hot towel shave.
We could
so-
do
Yeah.
that next time.
a
We'll
power
just
move.
get shaved while we get
Like
while we
Michael
get
and
on.
all.
Oh, man.
Shout out to Wes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
actually, I was talking with him just the other day. We had a meaningful conversation on the internet.
Yeah,
And,
dude.
yeah, cool dude.
Those are hard.
I've known him for, I don't know, probably since like 2015, something like that.
That's cool.
When I came back to Charleston after living in Logan, moved back to Charleston and got mixed in with the music going on in downtown Charleston, the people that were there, and at the time they had started the Hole in the Wall Studio, which was over at
Yeah,
the bakery,
yeah.
We used to have a
formerly the
practice
bakery.
space
Yeah,
over
we used to
there.
have a little practice space.
Nice.
over
Yeah, great studio.
Yeah. That place was cool. That was the penthouse up there too, is what they called it. It was the
Yeah,
very
yeah.
top floor, one big large room, and it had like some smaller rooms off from the sides of it too,
Yeah.
and everything was blacklight art in there.
I know, man.
Yeah.
It looked crazy. I
It
remember they
looked
would have
wild.
some parties and stuff.
There were some cool parties up there too, and
Yeah.
and they raised money for was it Hoover High School because they got flooded. That was like 2016, 2017.
Oh, wow,
Yeah, raised money for their art
Dang.
department, and gave the proceeds to them for that. So that's a big
Nice.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
good thumbs
yeah,
up for
man.
I
them.
don't do
Love it.
stuff like that, so
That's
Right.
cool to hear.
shout out to those guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
supporting the community that helps support you.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
But yeah, cool people. And this is most of their stuff. Got of course the owl here, representation of
that
their
thing,
blacklight art, as well as this thing.
That thing. I
Look at
like
that
that
thing.
thing.
Would you
Yeah.
look at it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wasn't talking about
Alley Cats,
Jesus
baby.
though. Jesus isn't part of the blacklight art.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
no,
no.
he's
He does watch
special.
over the
He
podcast.
looks upset, like troubled a
He
little
looks
bit.
a little bit more accurate, like how most of them are pretty white.
Yeah,
He does
That's
look
an
a little
accurate
bit more
Jesus.
He's-
accurate, but he's still got some very
He looks
I don't
sad.
Catholic features.
Yeah.
y'all remember that show on Netflix called Black Jesus?
I do remember
Yeah.
that.
That was hilarious.
You don't remember
I don't remember that. I don't.
Oh, you gotta watch
I
it.
really
man.
don't.
Yeah,
I brought
Black
it up
Jesus.
the other day. I
Yeah,
guess.
oh
well,
yes, I remember
wow.
that. Yeah,
Now you remember.
yeah, I remember.
Yeah, he's like this hood dude that like lives out in like I don't know L.A. or something
Yeah.
like that. In the
Oh man.
Yeah.
I only
Yeah.
watched a couple episodes, probably,
That's awesome.
but yeah, it's kind of like one of those.
We're
shows
big
like-
South Park fans. Man.
Yeah.
We
South
love
Park's cool.
Park,
It's
yeah,
always been
yeah.
my
And
favorite.
I liked it when I was younger, but I haven't kept up with it for so long.
Yeah.
It's like I'm just out of it.
I have to
Yeah,
admit,
it's
I
just
haven't
on,
kept up with
yeah.
it on its last couple seasons.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I've been
Yeah.
a pretty big fan.
Last couple were hit or miss, but
Big
they
Rick
still
and
got
Morty
it.
Fan.
Rick
Yeah.
and Morty, yeah, we love
Rick and
that.
Morty's
Yeah.
cool.
I do.
Yeah,
I like
man.
Rick and Morty.
You watched
Um,
the new season at all?
No, I haven't. I should though.
Oh man, there's
Yeah,
an awesome.
I bought into
episode.
Hulu a couple
This
years
guy-
ago just to watch Rick and Morty on there.
Dude, there's some funny stuff. You should
Yeah.
check it out. Yeah.
That's cool. I need to see. a
Piss
lot more of it.
Master.
Yeah.
Right.
Just remember those words when you watch it. That's
Well,
my
there's-
favorite episode.
Yeah, there was like a lot of scrutiny around the one of the writers of that show
Really?
because he had, I guess at one time there was this, I don't know if it was a movie or a game or
Yeah.
a comic that one of those guys had written though, but it depicted like a baby possibly
Oh.
being mutilated or
What the
raped or
heck?
something along the lines of that.
Oh,
Yeah,
Didn't
and,
know that.
He probably just likes death metal.
right. It just it's
It's a
metal.
Cannibal Corpse fan.
Nah, that doesn't sound
That's
great.
not very good.
Right,
I
and
didn't
that's-
know that, man.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
that
know.
surfaced,
I don't
and
keep up
yeah, I mean, you could look into it a little
Jeez,
bit. Yeah,
that's rough.
Art is
Didn't
a
know
lie.
that. Yeah, didn't know
Yeah,
that.
the more you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of bummed out now, man.
Uh,
Thanks. I'm just kidding.
Man, there's you can dive down a hole. There's a lot of crazy shit
yeah.
going on in the world these
Oh
days.
man, absolutely.
I mean, just it's kind of out. It's not really out of the news, but it's so 2 weeks ago the Balenciaga scandal. Hear anything about
No,
that?
I don't watch
Balenci-
I
that.
actually
Yeah,
did.
Yeah, so
That was weird.
Balenciaga is like
What is
a
that?
popular clothing company,
Oh,
apparel
yeah, I know
company.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they had these photo shoots going on that depicted children that were in certain poses and risque sort of
Holding up teddy bears. with,
holding these teddy bears with
I
bondage
don't know about any of
equipment
this.
and bondage
What the
gear
heck?
on. Yeah, and just some really
Oh,
weird shit that
yeah.
happened in it, and people were saying, why didn't anybody question that?
Right,
Even like
man.
anybody, like the photographers that showed up, nobody questioned
Yeah,
like
that's
why
not-
are
yeah,
we doing?
This is
They're
a
just
little
like,
off.
Yeah, it's a heavy publicity stunt if that's what it is.
Yeah, it could have been.
Yeah, I don't understand why somebody would have thought that was okay.
well,
but,
it
you
goes
gotta
a little, it
hold-
goes a little bit deeper than that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
as
you
well,
s-
where some of the people, and I can't think of any names right now because I'm out on it, but one of the people that's high up in it, I don't know if it was one of the founders or
Right,
maybe
right.
one of maybe
Yeah.
a designer, but
Yeah.
somebody that had said that they had grown up in Russia during the Chernobyl time. And
Oh.
they were exposed to a lot of radiation and child pornography growing up that made them desensitive or desensitized to horrible things.
That's a horrible
essentially. Right.
combination.
Jeez, man.
Radiation and
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Not good. That's not good. Yeah, I don't know
So-
about any of that stuff. That's crazy.
that's awful.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
about it a couple weeks ago, but yeah, it
Yeah.
is just hard to keep up.
Yeah,
I just
there's
try
a
to
lot.
focus
Crazy
on the
stuff
good
going
stuff
on.
most of the
And
time
it-
because the bad stuff will get you.
Dude, my dad tells me about stuff on the news. I don't watch the news. I kind of
Mhm.
had to quit because it was just like messing me up.
Right.
I just had to take a break. I just
I
go.
still try to be aware
Yeah, I
of what's
try-
going on.
yeah,
but
Yeah,
I try
certainly.
not to
Kinda
let it
don't.
It's good to
overtake.
be an informed citizen and to know
Yeah,
what's
I
going
guess,
on,
yeah.
but it's good to also be able to think freely for yourself and take what you see on the news and
As
get your
what
own.
it
Yeah,
is.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
News
be-
entertainment.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
there's like, I mean, like several of the news companies, they're all like owned by the same people too. You know
Most
who? The local company that's here in West Virginia that runs it's Sinclair Broadcasting.
Sinclair, yeah.
And Sinclair owns like a bunch of stations all across the United States.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever they've got like a certain message that they want to put out
You
there,
can watch them all say the same
you
thing.
can watch them all say, all right, they will all have the same script and they all verbatim read
That's
it.
so
And
crazy,
there's
yeah.
videos out there you can find where somebody is taking all these clips and basically like layered them over top of each other to where everyone is saying the same
The
exact
same
thing.
thing.
So this
Whoa.
was during the height of,
Yeah.
coronavirus and
Yeah.
when they're talking about misinformation and things like that.
Yeah,
But it really
yeah.
makes you think a little bit
Yeah.
more. It's like, well, really, what is considered misinformation? And if
Yeah.
the same company owns like 2/3 of the cable, broadcasting companies
that's
across,
It's
concerning.
fishy.
yeah,
That's
It's
a little
fishy,
weird.
to say
Right.
the least, but I don't
So-
know. And I think hopefully more people think about that these days.
Yeah, I think
But
it's.
you know,
like he said, some people will like tune in and they'll be like, man, this is too much. Like I got my own shit going on.
Yeah,
I'm
it's kinda
stressed
where I
out
was,
about it. It's
yeah.
like I don't got time to deal with politics or
I
news.
feel a lot
or,
happier not watching it.
yeah.
Right.
So I'm just
So
gonna
I
go
think
with
it's
that.
fine
I'm
as
still
long
I
as-
still stay informed enough to I'm not like
Don't let it
put my
bring
head in
you
the
down.
sand, but it's
Exactly.
but I
Don't
feel
let
let
it
it get
better.
in the way
not-
of what you're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like because they certainly also just only at least like if you go on WCHS's website or like WSAZ, you look and there's like generally just a lot of negative stories
Right.
because like negative stories get
sells,
clicks.
man. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So there might be some like I don't know some like like golden material or some lighthearted news
Yeah.
stories that are thrown in there, but
Not
like most of the time
yeah.
it's all just negative stuff, and
Right.
it really can like really drain the energy out of you if you read that.
That
So
little
it's like,
squirrel can water ski on
right.
Anchor.
Yeah.
It's like
More
I'd like
stories
to- Look at him
that would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I like
there's
to
a
read
lot
the
of good
news.
things. I follow Tank's Good News on Instagram. It's a page that just does good news stories.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's really good. I like
Uplifting gold.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And I mean, some of it's more, but it's all nice to see. It's
Right.
nice to see stuff like that on your feed because there's always going to be enough garbage
Refreshing.
and bad
Yeah.
Stuff going on.
Yeah. It's important to remember that
Mhm.
there is a lot of crap going on, but there's still a lot of good in the world.
There is,
Yeah,
for
Good
sure.
people out there,
Absolutely.
and
Focus
I
on
have
that.
faith in them.
Yeah.
I do. Maybe I'm a dummy for that.
You guys know that God, it's not a channel, but it's a page on Instagram called Nature is Metal.
No.
Nature is metal.
Nature
Yes,
is
I
Metal,
have
yeah.
seen that. I
They-
don't follow it, but I have seen it.
What is it?
Nature does some metal stuff.
Nature,
Okay.
yeah, nature does some metal stuff, and like
I think
Stuff.
animals tearing each other apart mostly, right?
generally,
Oh.
yeah, yeah.
I thought it was maybe like a porcupine head banging or something.
Oh,
That
no,
would be
no,
better.
no, no.
That would be cute.
Oh, okay,
but
yeah.
I did
no,
watch a
not
honey badger.
That's not very metal. Yeah.
Yesterday, I watched a honey badger fight off like two. I don't think they were hyenas. They were like leopards or something like
Yeah.
that, though. Yeah, and like honey badger don't give a fuck.
No, they're
Yeah,
they're
no, right.
monsters, Yeah.
Yeah, and like it had plenty of opportunities to take off running whenever it could, but it would go right back at him and attack him.
Dude, yeah,
Yeah.
you don't mess with them.
Nature is metal. That is absolutely.
Dude, what was that one that came out a few years ago at Yellowstone? Like the massive, I think it's like a bald eagle fighting a wolf or something. It is
What?
crazy. Yeah, I told you about it when it happened.
A
yeah.
bald eagle fighting a wolf.
It's
That sounds so
nuts.
American.
It is
like,
very,
Yeah.
it's
It
like
does.
Jurassic Park, man. I don't know if I'm thinking of the right animals, but it was crazy.
Yeah.
Like it was it was intense. I was like, this is the closest thing to.
Too bad,
Jurassic
like we
Park,
can't be
I
like
think.
pulling this stuff up right
I
now.
know,
talking
man.
about
We need a
too.
little,
Yeah,
pull it up.
there's a video of this guy that was this guy out in Australia, and there's a kangaroo that goes after his dog, and
Oh,
the
man.
kangaroo's holding the dog in like a headlock, and this dude's like riding on the back of a pickup truck, and they like
What?
pull up on it, and the dude hops out, and he like squares up with this fucking kangaroo.
Dude,
Yeah,
they can
yeah,
fight,
and
man.
oh, he swings right at
Yeah.
that kangaroo, and that kangaroo just like shakes his
Shakes it
head,
off.
yeah, and stands there for a second, then takes off running. But it's the one of the most
Dang.
hilarious
Have you
things
seen
you
the
ever
guy
see.
that throws the?
I would do the same for my dog.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Right.
The guy that like yeets the bobcat. He's going out. He's like, I need to wash my car, and he's carrying like some food. They're going somewhere, and he's like, Bob. His wife starts screaming, and he just picks up the bobcat. And he's holding. He's like, that's a bobcat, and then he just throws it across the yard. Like he just instantly goes into like
Bobcat
yeah,
was fine.
savage mode. But yeah,
Wild.
yeah.
Have you ever
it's
seen a West
funny.
Virginia bobcat?
I
My
have
dad
not
has,
seen
but
them
I
out in a
haven't,
while. Not
Yeah,
around.
not like here, like in the valley, but up in like near the Mason-Dixon line, Tucker County.
Yeah.
Yeah, my great uncle had some property up there, and they were up there, and he shot one once, and got taxidermied. And man,
Yeah,
it's
man.
a cool looking animal. But
They're
like,
out there, man. My dad, we have a little bit of property too, and my dad was walking,
Mhm.
and he just likes to like sit in the woods quietly sometimes, I guess. But he saw a bobcat jump on the back of a deer, a doe, and it was going
What?
crazy. And he was like, he had a pistol, and he was kind of like, but they didn't. They were on like the other side. The way it's laid out, there's
Right.
like a creek that comes down the middle, so they were over there. But yeah, man, they're out there. Yeah.
Man, nature's metal, isn't
It
it?
is. That's nature is metal, man.
Around
That's
here, we've
perfect
got some
example.
pretty awesome nature.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
love-
Right.
We love that about West Virginia.
Yeah,
I'm
I
in the
love
woods every
that.
day.
Yeah.
I go in the woods at least once a day.
Yeah, you could
Same.
go 20 minutes outside of downtown Charleston and be like not even 20 minutes. You'd be
So
10 minutes
secluded
outside
out
Charleston
in
and be out in the middle of
Yeah,
almost
man.
nowhere. You know?
Yep, it's
Awesome.
incredible. It's not really something you find other places.
Yeah,
certainly.
I
Yeah.
have grown to appreciate that for sure.
Same. Love that.
Beautiful landscape, and I like being able to be close to the city too.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Population isn't that crazy here.
Yep.
So.
If there
Great
was
place.
somewhere else that you could be besides Charleston, where would it be?
Don't
Mm,
know.
that's a good question. man.
About 3 years ago, it probably would have been California.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would want to live out there right now.
Agreed.
Yeah. We
but,
went in
yeah.
like 2015, wasn't it?
Mhm.
With all our friends,
would've
we
been a
drove
good
across
time.
country, and it was awesome, man. Like
Yeah.
that time, I don't know.
Yeah. What's
Yeah,
that
good
like
time.
driving across the country out west?
Well,
I've always wanted to do it, but
experience of a lifetime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
Wanna
love to
do it
do it
again.
again.
Yeah.
I really would love to do it again. It changed me forever. I
Yeah.
was 25 when we did it, and it was a really cool experience. We were winging it most of the time.
We had to fix the flat on our rental car tire
yeah.
the whole time. We didn't know.
We didn't even know.
Yeah, we didn't know.
Really?
So we drove all the way there. Yeah, I guess
Couple
somebody
crazy
fixed
things
it. Yeah.
happened. We were safe the whole time.
Yeah. How'd you like Kansas, Nathan? How was
Driving
that?
through Kansas was good. He's asking me because Justin didn't
I
drive
did.
through
I did. Hey,
Kansas.
I did. No, I did.
Okay.
One
He might have
time.
drove a little bit through
Yeah.
Kansas.
No,
He didn't
not
drive
through Kansas. I didn't do
Okay,
that, but
okay,
I
that's
remember
what
you
we're talking
saying it was like just straight the entire
It's rough,
time. No
and then you're
changes.
excited with it. So we took the northern route to California.
yeah, right, because there's two different like main
Yeah,
highways.
the southern
so-
route I prefer, but
Yeah.
you don't get to go through Colorado.
Yeah. We
I
didn't
don't
stop.
think,
We
anyway.
went straight across pretty much too, and we actually picked up my buddy Nacho. Shout out Nacho.
Shout out to Nacho.
Shout out Nacho.
Yeah, love that guy.
We love you.
We picked him up in Denver. He had been out there visiting some of our friends, and he was like, we were exhausted because even though I didn't drive, we weren't sleeping well. We were just like, getting what we
Lot
could.
of nerves.
Right.
Yeah. So we go all the way out there, and he's like, I got you, man. He had been there. He's like, I'll drive you guys. I'll drive. Like, I'm rested. We'll go to California. Like, I'll take you the rest of the way. So we pick him up. We head out. I'm like, get a pillow. I like go over. I'm getting like the best sleep I've got on the trip, and I just feel him like he's like, man, I can't do this. I'm too tired, man. I was like, dude. And so but it was a blessing because I got to drive. That was when I drove the most. I drove
That's
that
when
whole night.
Justin took over.
Yeah, out of the Rockies, and then as the sun was coming up, I came up on like I guess it was Utah, and it was just watching the terrain change and all that. I'll never forget it. So it was a blessing in disguise. Yeah.
Awesome time though.
Yeah. Just with all our friends being there and stuff.
But
it was
yeah,
really
the southern
cool.
route's much more enjoyable. I think terrain-wise, both are beautiful. You get to see a lot of beautiful
Yeah.
stuff.
You think
both
that's
ways.
something that maybe you could incorporate in the future if you guys went on tours?
Absolutely.
You could do
I mean,
the
the
northern
reason
route
why
and
it
then
came out so natural
Yeah.
for us was kind of, for us anyways, we were already kind of used to traveling
Yeah,
for
yeah.
music. So, yeah, definitely
Kind of
trying to
treated
go
it
out
like
west.
that. We kind of on planning it and getting the van, all that. I kind of treated it like
Like we were
like
going
we're going
on
on a
tour
tour,
without
but there was
being on
we
tour.
didn't. We just were
didn't have
hanging
a
out
tour.
with all our friends. But
right.
that was kind of the
Yeah.
mindset I went at it
Definitely trying
with,
to go back.
and it
I'll
worked
tell you what,
out. It worked
Utah,
out.
man,
Yeah.
underrated. Most
Yeah,
beautiful
Utah's
state I've seen
beautiful,
is
yeah.
Utah. Utah is unbelievable.
It's like you're on Mars.
It looks like a different
I don't
planet,
know what
most
Mars
of
is
it.
like,
The
but I
terrain
would
there is
imagine.
just something else, and the people are all really nice.
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
most part.
Yeah.
So I've flown over. Back when I was a kid, I went out to California. I've got some cousins that live out in Sacramento.
That's
one
cool.
lives in Sacramento. One lives somewhere in the Bay Area.
Mhm.
And of course, it's been years, but it was the late '90s. We went out there, and I remember going and stopping, probably in like Salt Lake City, and being able to look out and see like just the vastness of it, and yeah, just something I can remember from being a little kid, sort of thing, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'd like to go as an adult and see all that now and experience it because it's of course it's a lot different.
Yeah, definitely.
For
It
sure.
was one of the coolest experiences. I always thought that's pretty loud.
It's pretty loud.
It's a
isn't it?
guitar. It's
But
not shredded.
yeah, I always thought that I would like
Nature's metal.
California, but I didn't know I would like it that much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once I was out there, I was like, oh wow, this is
Yeah.
this is why I act the way I act. This is where all my influence comes from. It just like kind of clicked while I was out
Yeah.
there. It's like the skateboarding, the music, the art. It's just a lot. Yeah, cool place. Yeah.
Yeah, what do you like the most about it, aside from the
I
skateboarding?
don't
and
know.
the art?
I really enjoyed. There was quite a few times where I got separated from the group and got to
Yeah.
just like walk around by myself,
Oh, yeah,
and that was
there-
a lot of fun. Got to meet some interesting.
We lost
people.
him in Laguna Beach one time.
Yeah.
We
There's
found
a
him.
rainstorm.
Yeah, it was.
rained
Yeah,
in
it did.
California on us.
Yeah.
And I got separated there. I got separated on the beach a couple times too in Venice. But yeah, I like that. Man, just getting going to the weed store for all my friends. Yeah, because it was.
Yeah,
still,
he-
you still
at
had
that-
to get your
yeah.
card back then in 2015.
Yeah, at
so
that
only
time it
one of us
wasn't
got
legal.
it, and then one of us
So
could go in
Nathan
the
was the
store and
guy,
shop,
yeah.
and I was the guy who did
Yeah.
that.
So how did that go? Did you see
Great.
a doctor? Did you like a telehealth
No, I
appointment,
saw
or-
somebody who claimed to be a doctor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw somebody who claimed to be a doctor, and then there was a Jamaican fella that introduced me to the doctor.
Dr. Green Thumb, right?
Yes, and he basically tried to charge me like $350, $450 at first, and I was like, well, I don't have that kind of money. And then he tried to charge me $250. And I said, well, I don't have that kind of money. And I got him down to, I don't know, I still probably paid too much, but it was under $100, I think, or right around that. And but yeah, then I went back and saw the doctor, and I told him I had back pain and couldn't sleep, and he told me that I was too young to have back pain. But he did give me the card, and I did end up going and getting a lot of edibles for my friends.
Yeah,
Nice.
on that trip.
Yeah.
And do you carry that card?
Do you still have it?
I think it was a
6 months,
year or
okay.
6 months or something. Oh yeah, I still have it folded up
Nice,
somewhere.
yeah.
It's
That'd be cool
literally
to
not a
keep.
card. It was a piece of paper
Piece
just
of
printed
paper.
out of a computer. Yeah.
Apparently,
No,
that's
I'll
how
have to
they
look
are
at it.
here too. They only
Yeah.
they just send you an email.
Some
maybe
places
just
You get
a
on your
piece of
phone,
paper.
too.
Some
I
places
think,
do
yeah.
actual cards. Much
Right.
cooler,
Yeah, that would
much
be really
cooler.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
be
but
way cooler. Hopefully they do that at
yeah,
some
West
point.
Virginia would be a great place for one of those
Yeah.
Well, they've got them
recreational card.
for a recreational card. It'll probably happen here
Yeah,
eventually.
I think
Yeah,
so.
You know,
yeah.
it'll be a matter
don't
of
need a
time.
card.
before
I think they'll
recreational.
see how the medical is going.
I'm
and
curious
then-
to know. I'm curious to see and know how much money that they made in
That's what I'm
taxes.
saying. Money talks,
yeah,
man.
in the first
It'll-
year. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
That'll pique their interest.
seems to do the trick everywhere else.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe they can get all those potholes fixed. That'd be great.
Yeah,
Start
man.
things, you know.
I will say, I don't know how it is now, but when we drove across country, we stopped in Denver, and pot had been legal there for a while, recreational, and everything was like pristine,
Right.
like their road condition. That's what I remember. I don't remember
Oh,
a
yeah.
pothole. I don't know how it is now.
Well, there
It'll
was
be different.
there was construction. too.
Construction. I mean,
there
they're
was so many
they're
things being
booming
built,
stuff
yeah.
being. It just seemed like
I
yeah,
read
it's
a
like
report-
yeah,
Still
they're
the same
making.
way. I'm
they're,
sure
they're
that
doing
hasn't
it.
changed. Denver's doing all
Yeah, I
right.
haven't been out there in a while. but-
I'd read a report that they had so much money off taxes from that they
It's
were
crazy.
running out of ideas of like what that they could update. So they started putting new roofs on like all of their elementary
Dude,
schools.
that's the
I
way
see.
it felt. It was like, yeah, they're doing it. They're
Hey,
doing it
good
right.
for them.
But
taking
what should
advantage
the
of
rest
that.
of us do?
Yeah.
Well, I think there's been plenty enough time that it's been legal in Colorado and certainly in California now as well. I mean, Oregon, I believe it's legal there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, shit, it's
it's
legal in like
recreational in Virginia
Maryland
now,
and
too, or
yeah, in
something.
Washington D.C. as well. Isn't it crazy that in the District of Columbia, Washington D.C., that cannabis is allowed? Like they've got a loophole law to it, but it's allowed for sale up there. Yet that's where the feds are calling all the shots and stuff at. But
Yeah.
like
Oh, I know,
And making
man.
it
Yeah,
illegal for the
yeah.
rest of us.
right.
And it's very interesting.
I think
very odd. Doesn't sound like freedom to me.
Oh yeah.
right.
Forgot about
All of
that.
New England from Boston
Yeah,
to
man.
all the way up, New York's, yeah, Connecticut, all of it, right?
Jeez. Yeah.
So it's a matter
It's
of time.
it's coming.
It is a
man.
matter
They're
of time.
figuring
It's
it
a
out.
shame that we've waited this long. But
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
It's okay.
Hey, well, we could be like the Carolinas, and
Right, not doing
not be
anything.
medical,
At least the
yeah.
medical is an option.
Yeah, that
man.
is
That's
really cool.
good.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see people be able to do that.
Right, because it always seemed like West
Super
Virginia
helpful.
would be last to have something like that, and now it's possible.
Yeah, it happened, man. I don't know. Because I thought it. I don't know when I first heard about it. I thought it was going to be a really long time before it actually
Yeah.
Right.
took root. And I thought it was going to be like creams and like
Hmm.
nothing. You know what I mean? But no,
Right.
it's like actual
Flower.
flower, which is cool. Yeah.
Flower power.
Flower
Flower power.
Mhm.
That's funny. That's a name of a radio show that used to be over on WTSQ. Flower Power.
Really?
I knew
the guy's
that.
name was Rick Skeen. He's an older gentleman.
I don't. Yeah.
And,
I didn't know
I think he was a hippie back in the day. He would play hippie music on there.
There was a
Right.
show that I really enjoyed that was on Sunday afternoon. I don't know if you remember it.
What's up?
Country records. He would spin old country records. I'm pretty sure it was
Wow.
88.1 WTSQ.
Yeah, it's John Lilly.
Is that who that was?
John
cool.
Lilly. Yeah,
He's awesome.
he would play old
Shout
timey
out to
country
John
music.
Lilly.
Yep,
Great
John Lilly.
DJ.
Maybe get a fill in from Larry here. John Lilly
Yeah.
plays in a band, or at least he did.
Yeah.
What was that band John Lilly played in? You can't. Yeah, that's okay.
Well,
Shout out to John Lilly.
He's
though. He's a
awesome.
cool guy.
He's one of my favorite local radio DJs I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And I loved the music that he played. He always chose some really good records to
John
spin.
Lilly. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
We do have
really?
computers here in our hands.
Yeah.
Type
Look at
thing,
these
yeah.
little things.
I try not to
Computers.
look at mine.
He's like,
That
like
attention
really, like
deficit.
he's known nationally, like honky tonk wise.
That's
not. It's
cool.
not just like a West Virginia thing.
Well, good. He deserves
That's
it.
awesome.
Anyways,
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I think you told me about that. Yeah.
That's not
I
him
would
on
hear it.
Wikipedia.
Songs I've never heard.
That's awesome.
Green
Yeah.
Grass Cloggers,
Grass Cloggers.
Traditional Dance Troupe,
Awesome
Ralph
band name.
Blizzard,
Oh, here we go.
Southern Ramblers,
Sounds like he plays
Oh,
for a few
yeah.
bands.
John Lilly from Elkins, West Virginia. Oh no, John Lilly, Elkins, West Virginia. There
born
you
in
go.
Chicago. It says
Really?
here in 1954 on his webpage. Yep, he received a bachelor's degree from Davis and Elkins, West Virginia. I'm not reading all this. This is a lot of shit.
Yeah, there's a lot on here. Yeah, born in
appreciate
Chicago,
it.
Illinois,
Yeah,
in
thanks for
1954.
looking at
John received a bachelor's degree
What is it?
in arts administration from Davis Elkins College in Elkins, West Virginia. He's the former tour guide at the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum in Nashville, and a former member of the Green Grass Cloggers traditional dance troupe, and a veteran of several old-time string bands, including Ralph Blizzard and the New Southern Ramblers. He worked for 18 years as editor of West Virginia's esteemed Golden Seal magazine from 1997 until 2015. John now makes his home in Elkins, West Virginia.
I'm embarrassed. That's all I knew about him was the radio show.
Yeah, he's cool.
He had a hell of a radio
Sounds
show,
like a
though.
great reputation.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of great people that came from West Virginia over the years, you know. Bill Withers,
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, we love
Oh,
Bill
yeah.
Withers.
John Ellis.
John Ellis.
He's that one dude that wrote that song. Some kind of wonderful.
Yes, he is.
That is a
Some
pretty good
kind of
song.
wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah.
That hits me right.
Yeah, Steve Harvey's not a musician, but Steve Harvey's
Steve Harvey
he's
is
from
from West Virginia.
Yeah.
Boy, I forget about
Beckley.
that.
Love
I
that
think.
guy.
Promise is from Parkersburg.
What's
the
his
original
face?
drummer for Primus is from Parkersburg. That's interesting.
Vance Refrigeration.
Oh yeah, Bob Vance, I think the guy on The Office.
Uh-huh.
I actually met him. He came
Think he
into the
lives
bar at
there.
Red Lobster,
Really?
and I heard his voice, and I was washing dishes,
Mhm.
and I was just like, oh, that's the guy from The Office. And then I turned over, and it was him, man. He was in there, and he lives in West Virginia now.
That's cool.
Yeah, and he shook my hand, and he was like, Bob Vance, Vance Refrigeration, and I just totally froze up. I was like, I'm Justin, like, or something weird that sucked.
Yeah.
Reverend and Beyond
Yeah.
Music Festival.
Yeah.
My friend. And my friend said, dude, the whole cast of Shameless is behind us.
What?
Like, they were there. It's when
Yeah.
you see Macy,
Yeah.
everybody
That's
from
crazy,
Shameless
dude.
was
That's so
there.
cool. I
Yeah.
love William
They-
H.
they-
Macy, dude.
Awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
They came over and hung out with us. 'cause
That's
we
so
just getting
cool,
down,
man.
they was fucking dancing, having a good time, you know.
Oh my gosh. Have you guys
We
seen
had
The
fucking
Bear?
bourbon and shots with him, all kinds of stuff.
That's awesome, man.
Bear.
Have you seen The Bear, that show? It's about the restaurant business. The guy from Shameless that plays Lip, I think, in it, he's in it. And man, it is a great show. I suggest everybody watch it. Yeah.
Bear.
If you've ever worked in like the restaurant industry, it just like, it'll tear your heart out. It's really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely
Yeah.
industry.
Great. It's so well made.
The
Yeah.
Bear. Yeah, I
Yeah.
used to work in the restaurant industry.
Yeah.
I think the first place I ever started out at was a pizza place in Nitro. It's called Buck's Pizza.
Bucks.
Nice.
I know
Bucks
Bucks.
Pizza,
Bucks,
yeah.
Yeah.
And the owner of Bucks, he actually died in a kind of crazy freak accident. He was like cutting a limb out of a tree and it fell down on him.
Oh, dude.
Oh.
That sucks.
Oh, man.
It's so dangerous.
He's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah.
Those limbs
Aside
get
from
big.
my dad's movie store. My dad had movie stores growing up here in
Really?
Charleston. Yeah.
Really?
It's called
Which ones?
Movies and More.
Movies and more.
There was one across from Budget in Canal City.
Yep.
And there was one
Dude, I
over
remember
in Spring
that.
Hill where Bent Schrader's Tattoos at.
Mhm.
Now it's not. It's closed down. Bent
Yeah,
Schrader's.
yeah,
right.
And then he also had one out in Sissonville, where the Napa building is now. That's right up by the
Nice.
high school, next to Wendy's.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
of that.
Yeah, I totally remember that, especially the one where you said the tattoo shop was.
Yeah.
Movie
I remember
stores,
one being
man.
there.
Yeah. It's
Wasn't there one called the Movie Man too?
That's
Like
still-
over
Yeah,
near
that's,
where you?
North
Still
Charleston.
Is it?
Yeah.
If the sign's still there.
Yeah, I
they're
don't
still
know.
in business,
Pretty sure it
surprisingly.
is, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
I am
been there
touching
forever.
And movies was cool growing up. Getting to see all the classics.
I
pick out
bet
classics
you
and
did.
stuff.
Dude,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I
Uh,
definitely did not.
I'm a
growing
big
up.
movie guy,
I didn't.
man.
I
Yeah.
saw what I saw, but there's a lot that I missed. So
Yeah.
I had a lot
Yeah.
of catching up to do.
What's your favorite movie, man?
Oh, that's so hard to pick a favorite movie. But
Right now, what's your favorite movie right now?
Right now, the
This
one that's coming to mind is Me, Myself, and Irene.
Oh,
starring Jim Carrey.
yes, dude.
Great
Yeah,
Classic.
I've got that on VHS
Classic.
still, and it might even be like a screener. A screener's a black and
Yeah.
white. It's a VHS that they send you from like the
That's so
from
cool.
like the studio, and they let
Oh.
they let you preview the movie before it actually comes
Oh,
out.
that's great.
And like halfway, not multiple times through the movie, it'll go black and white, and it'll run this
That's so cool.
screening at the bottom that says like this VHS is not for sale. Blah 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 blah.
That's
you
really
know.
neat. So
Yeah.
you got that from your dad's
Yeah,
music. That is
right.
so cool, man.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Did you have some good like movie posters and stuff in there?
Man,
Like,
yeah,
you
he had a
kept to
bunch
keep-
of them. There's one that
Yeah.
I still have from a little kid, and it's oh shit, now it's Space Jam.
Oh,
Michael Jordan.
nice,
Yeah,
man. Yeah.
I've got it framed
Had
at
that
home.
on VHS.
Nice.
Represent.
Yeah, classic.
What's your
Yeah.
favorite movie right now?
My favorite movie, I really like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was probably the best movie I've watched in a while. I love like No Country for Old Men, The
Yeah.
Departed,
Departed.
The Wolf of Wall Street,
We're into
Scorsese,
and
Tarantino stuff.
obviously.
I love
Yeah.
comedies too, though. I love like Step Brothers.
Mhm.
Mhm.
All the
I
comedies
Love You,
that were
Man.
being made, 10.
Oh
12
yeah,
years
there's not
ago.
very many good comedies now,
15
but
years
the ones that
The legendary.
Yeah, the
ones,
legendary ones. I
classic
haven't-
comedies.
there's not really a whole lot of good comedies.
There's
coming
not a
out
lot of
now.
good stuff comes out anymore.
Yeah,
There's
it's
no
just
original ideas.
Yeah.
Yep, that is very
The-
true.
the
It does
most-
seem
And if
like
there
the
is,
biggest,
it doesn't get approved by
are
a
just
studio
remakes.
because they're
Mhm.
like I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess afraid to make it or something.
You know,
Hopefully that
the-
changes.
Yeah.
because-
Hollywood went woke, man. So like a lot of things they're coming out with was, they're trying to support a narrative sort of
Yeah.
thing, and
It's gonna stop making money, and then
Yeah.
well, yeah, it has stopped making money. You saw like the flop that happened with the Lord of the Rings, right?
I actually watched that show. I'm not a
The new Lord of the Rings.
the show on Amazon or
Yeah.
like the movies.
No, the new one they came out with a couple months ago.
Oh yeah, the show on Amazon. Yeah,
Pretty good.
Yeah,
I didn't hate it. I mean, I see the problems with it, like why people did, but I'm kind of just
Was
like
it pretty loud.
it
Um,
was. No, I don't know. I didn't think so.
Rotten Tomatoes had to change up their scoring system over it because people
was
were
so bad.
giving it such negative
yeah.
reviews. Yeah,
People
They
were
had to
passionately
change-
mad
yes,
about it. I
they
had a
were.
guy at the bar. We were talking about it just with like another coworker, and he like stopped eating his food and was just like, and he was like, "It's trash." He was like, "The
Trash.
elves have fades,
Well, it's like-
haircuts," or like he was so mad.
Like Star
But I don't
Wars
know. I'm
fans.
I'm nerdy, so I just like being in Middle Earth and watching something in Middle Earth. But I definitely see that there was stuff that was like kind of ridiculous. But
Right.
I don't know. I kind of enjoyed it. I like
Mhm.
the new House of the Dragon series a lot better. That was really good. So yeah, Game of Thrones. But
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
something
Game
I
of Thrones.
never
really,
got
you
into
don't
Game of
watch Game of
Thrones,
Thrones?
I've only
They
seen
came
the
out the
first
same
season,
time. They're
so-
totally different. But
Yeah.
yeah, that one was.
Same
That's what
shit.
I watch more.
It's the
Yeah.
same shit. I'm just kidding.
Don't you
No.
say that?
I like Lord of the Rings. I was talking
Yeah.
about The Hobbit today. I was talking about
Yeah,
how much
man.
I like that guy that plays The Hobbit.
Oh yeah.
The fact that I can't remember
I
his
can't
name.
remember his name.
It's awful.
The actual guy that wears like the
Bilbo.
CGI suit. And,
No, Bilbo. He plays Bilbo Baggins in
Oh,
the
is
new
his name?
Hobbit movie. In the Hobbit
Yeah,
movies,
yeah.
the ones
I can't
that came
remember his
out
name either.
years
He's
ago.
awesome,
Yeah,
though.
I was talking to my parents about him today. But,
The original trilogy, Lord of the Rings, is
Mhm.
the best, man. Like that's the I don't know. I
Well,
like it
no,
better
yeah,
than the
I think
Hobbit
you're
movies.
probably right,
Too
too.
much CGI.
No.
I still like the Hobbit
You're right.
movies, but too much CGI.
yeah,
I
right.
think the
Just
Lord of
like
the Rings
they
movies were
more
better,
practical. Yeah, that's on. Yeah,
but
that's what I mean.
Bilbo was better than the Frodo.
Yeah. I always got really scared of Bilbo when he saw the ring in like Rivendell, and he like freaked out. He's like, that scared me as a kid. I was
yeah.
like,
That whole thing makes no sense.
There's
Why
a lot
would
of
you
scary
entrust that
stuff.
ring to Frodo?
Yeah,
the
he
whole thing.
it's kinda
Just get
messed
those
up.
eagles, by the way.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there
Get
wouldn't
those
be a
eagles
movie.
in the
then.
action. You can just fly that thing right over Mordor.
Drop
and
it
drop
right in there. There's a protective shield, a force field. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, yeah.
There's not.
Yeah, really nerding out.
Yeah, you were reading my mind. I was going to say that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
you guys
I
are
could end
nerding
it
out
quick,
right now, but
but-
I wasn't going to kill the moment.
Who brought up
movie.
movies? Who did that?
I don't know who
Hey,
that
we were
was.
talking about places that we worked earlier. You guys, Nathan, you were talking about working at Graziano, not to like drop it or anything. in case
You can say
people don't
Graziano.
know.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Graziano is
Yeah, that's
fine
right.
to say.
I keep messing it up.
That's okay.
No, but there was we talked about a coworker. There you go. We'll leave it at Graziano's. There, well, not. There you go. Yeah, I work at Graziano's. Yeah. And a coworker that you used to maybe I don't think you actually remember her, but Her name is Sophia. And
Oh,
I
no,
don't,
I remember her.
yeah, we were talking about Sophia. Okay, and Sophia, she doesn't live.
Vaguely.
This is gonna trip
She
you
doesn't
out.
live in Charleston anymore. She
I thought
actually
it was the other guy, but it's,
what?
I'll explain in a second.
Oh,
You're showing
okay.
whatever you're
Oh, iPhone
He showed me.
unavailable.
It's
I
funny.
entered in my thing wrong. Well, anyways,
Oh,
I've got to wait a
no.
minute because it's lagging.
It's okay.
Dang,
Now you have
Thanks,
it.
suspense.
Apple.
Build the suspense.
And
Yeah.
yeah, we were
Build it
talking about
up.
working there. You know, I worked at the other location many years ago,
Yeah.
making pizzas as well, and
Yeah.
it was pretty cool. But yeah, as we were getting into it here, it would help if my phone would unlock here. So,
So you can get to the
yeah,
point.
get to the
That's so
point of this.
funny,
Yeah,
dude.
but
Because I'm not going to talk about pizza.
we're not going to talk
I'm
about
just
pizza.
kidding.
No.
I could talk about
No, this is
pizza if
actually
you want.
very, it's
What's your
very
fa-
interesting, and I think you'll find it to be very interesting
It's
as
funny,
well.
dude.
It's
is
kind of one of
funny.
those things that's only like a once in, it's maybe not a once in a lifetime, because it's possible that, you know, it could happen more than once in a lifetime.
Sure.
Yeah.
Apple, man.
Suspension.
Security.
Suspension.
They got
Yeah.
you.
Man,
Yeah,
you've been
it's- They're
suspended
really
from
keeping
your
you
own
secure.
phone?
Yeah, it says try again in 1 minute.
That sounds
I
stressful.
want-
Yeah, man.
Yes,
What if
I,
you really
I've
need
got
it?
something I'd like to show you.
What if you need that, though?
What if you're on a live podcast and you need it in your phone?
What if you're live on Facebook?
What if I was actually
Yeah.
live?
I
Yeah.
don't know. That'd be crazy.
Oh man.
Oh, well.
So,
cut that.
it has been it's been a little bit since she had worked there. It's a couple years, something like that. And she messaged me one day and she said,
so
"Hey,"
random.
she said, "Do you have a brother?" I was like, "Yeah, but my brother lives in Fayetteville." And she's like, "Oh, okay." She's like, "Well," she's like, "There's this dude that I work with, and she's like, I swear to God," she's like, "It looks just like you."
Now I remember this conversation now.
I
Yeah,
lost
that's
it.
me.
I thought it was the other guy that worked there for a second that you said looked like you.
This
like,
has been a couple, like a year
yeah,
or
it's
two,
yeah,
worse.
the same, man. Yeah,
Johnny,
no, you're
might be a little
Johnny, can I
worse.
get you to zoom in on
Perfectly.
this?
Oh no.
You're not aging at all. Oh, get the zoom in.
Yeah, we're gonna
It's
turn
a
up the
small
brightness here.
That's me. So I guess we look alike.
Yeah,
I have a lot of lookalikes around
Well,
here.
I
Yeah,
thought it
it's
was
a
the
pretty
other guy
common
because there was
look.
another guy that worked there that Nathan told me was like he looks like me. The dude with the
There.
tattoos. He wore the same hat.
Yeah.
Similar. but
it's not.
That's I was
it's
like
not
"Ah,
the
that's
most
Nathan."
unique
You got
thing.
it.
Yeah.
awesome. And,
That's so random.
Yeah,
man.
she'd said.
I remember this now. Now that you
That's
brought
so
that up,
great.
I
He
remember
showed me
her
when you're in the
saying
bathroom.
that.
I was like, that is too
Yeah,
weird.
she had said,
That's
"Oh,
so
yeah,
funny.
this guy's got to be your doppelganger then, because you guys look exactly like maybe not exactly the same, but very close. You've got blue
Relative.
eyes."
Well, if she's around
Uh,
long enough, her mind's gonna be blown because she's gonna
She
run
is.
into
She's gonna
all
see this and
type
be
of
like,
people
"What
like
in the world?"
us. There's a whole bunch of us out there.
Tons of-
Oh,
oh yeah,
man.
yeah. That's a
Yeah.
work
We'll
day
have to
right
get
there.
like cheek to cheek here in a second, and do like your beard's much more grown
I
out.
got a
than it
wonky
is.
eye in that. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna go ahead and say it. I
wonky eye.
definitely got a wonky eye in that picture.
Yeah.
And there's nothing
That'll
wrong
be
with
on
that.
a
you know.
Tidal Wave
it is
t-shirt
who I am.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess
I'll put it on.
I probably
I'm
always
just
have a
kidding.
wonky eye. I just don't notice it.
Nah,
But it's
man,
like we were sitting here
fluorescent.
talking earlier, and then it dawned on me because you said where you'd worked at, and I thought, wait a second.
Yeah, that
And
was
yeah.
me.
Who's your
That's so
dad?
funny. Who's my dad?
Who's your daddy?
Wally.
Wally.
Wally
Yeah,
Young, man.
Garland
He's
Wallace
badass.
Young
yeah.
the second.
He's
Isn't it-
badass.
Isn't it interesting though, like how people can look similar to one another without being related?
Oh, dude,
Mhm.
yeah, it's weird. Yeah,
It's
there's
wild.
It's almost
everybody
like
has one out there. Yeah.
Well, I'm Scotch Irish.
Scott Irish
Yeah.
too.
Yep.
That
I'm
would
20
be part of the
25%.
reason right there. Not this guy. Not this
Nah,
weirdo.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not part of that career, unfortunately.
Yeah,
It's
what,
okay.
What kind of family lineage you got going on?
My mom's side, grandpa was from Lebanon.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
His
interesting.
parents were from there, and
Where
then
did your
my
dad-
dad's side is just, I'm not just,
Just
he's just-
American.
yeah, just good
Yeah.
old, yeah.
Yeah. What do you call it?
I think he,
Mixed breed.
yeah, I'm not sure.
West
yeah.
Virginia
Yeah,
brown
he's just a
dog.
Yeah.
yeah.
His dad is an old musician. who
Yeah, my
has
dad is
played
awesome,
for
man.
years.
Yeah?
Yeah. He
He-
played in the 70s.
He
and
you
whatnot.
talking about bands that made me want to do that. Well,
Mhm.
that was kind of like what my dad was for
Mhm.
me because he was always playing bass and playing drums, and that's when I started playing drums. That's the first thing I learned how to play,
It's
Right.
really cool. Yeah.
and
he
that
was a
kind of
drummer when
sparked
we
my
first
interest
met.
because my dad still plays. Like he's retired now and he's going out and playing. Sorry, hit the mic, but yeah, that was a big influence on me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still a good musician.
He's an awesome musician, man.
He's always been
the
very
best.
encouraging. Over
And
the
he's very
years, too,
helpful.
yeah.
I'll show him some of our songs we're working on. He's like, "Yeah, you need to maybe do that." And sometimes, you
Oh,
know,
yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
we listen.
He
to it.
always
Yeah,
has
he
something to
some-
say.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
has something to say
He's got
about
a
it.
good
That's
ear,
cool. He's
and so does my
constructive.
brothers.
Yeah.
Like they
Yeah.
just both have that ear for that stuff. But yeah, my dad was a big
And I
influence on me
remember-
too, wanting to
I
play
remember
music.
being 12 years old while jumping around the house playing air guitar.
Yeah.
And I remember specifically my dad saying to my mom, "We got to get that boy a guitar."
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
So he's kind of responsible for this.
Yeah,
as
yeah.
far as I'm concerned. Too.
Yeah, yeah. Got
Well,
that into
obviously, he's a little responsible either way.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, that's cool. Though. Your dad was real supportive, and, you know, as a musician himself,
Yeah.
and supportive. Of
He
you
didn't
growing
really
up.
like the metal music
I'm
at
sure.
first.
Yeah.
He was like, "What's school?" I remember he came into one of our shows and he was just confused because we were,
Yeah.
just, you know, he was like, "But
How's
yeah,
that go
he
again?
had, oh
It
no,
goes-
that's it.
How's it go?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
a big.
We're not as good at it.
No,
as
I
we
can't
used
do
to
it
be.
anymore. But sorry, no Hands Bleed Hope reunion show. No more my screaming days are over. But anyways, yeah, he wasn't crazy about that, but he was still supportive about it.
Right.
And then once we started doing other stuff with singing and stuff, he was very supportive. And the band Blue Ring that we were in a couple bands ago, me and my buddy Ryan were living together in Huntington, and we wrote a lot of that stuff. And my dad was like, he kind of helped us get in the studio.
Ryan was
Yeah.
kind of in my spot, kind of.
Yeah,
was playing
yeah,
guitar and
yeah, 'cause
writing
when I was,
songs.
yeah,
and
yeah.
Justin was singing.
Yeah, and then you played in that band too.
I ended up playing.
Me and
bass
Nathan
for
have
that
always
band, yeah.
Nathan's always been a
We've
constant
played in a few
in,
bands.
Yeah.
in all the.
Yeah.
I can't imagine writing music any other way. You
Yeah.
know? So
This iteration
just
is the
kinda
most
do
that
it.
we've ever gotten any actual music out.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
kind of sad that we haven't. We
Yeah.
don't have more to show for our other musical projects,
Yeah.
but better late than never.
right,
So,
yeah, trying to do it right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
and that's
Gonna keep
That's what
pumping
we
out
do.
songs as long as we
yeah,
can.
as long as possible.
Well, would you guys like to play a song for us?
Sure. We
Yeah,
can
we'll
try to
play
do
one.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
absolutely. You need this?
I will here in a second.
I'm gonna use the restroom while you're tuning that bad boy. I'll be right back, y'all.
Yeah, no problem. And my laptop still hasn't charged. I think that cord's junk or something. You're lying. I know I'm lying. So just a few seconds, you all, while they get set up here and get the guitar tuned in. I'd like to just go ahead and take a second to talk about some of the events that we've got going on here at the shop coming up soon. So coming up this week here at the shop on Wednesday. So Wednesday is Wednesday the 22nd. And I'm just gonna check the calendar here real quick, y'all. On Thursday, December 22nd, we have the Bluegrass Open Jam, hosted by Josh Thomas. That starts at 8 or 9 o'clock. And we've got a Christmas party going on that night
For everybody that's played here,
for everyone that's played here at the shop and
our friends.
our friends that want to come and be a part of it. So, yep. It's going to be this Thursday, December 22nd, here at the shop in Dunbar. Going on Friday, December 23rd, we've got the Rave Before Christmas, featuring DJ Tim Hoover and more to be announced. So, yeah, if you like EDM music and you want to come shake your butt and boogie, make sure you come out for that as well. Yeah, it's all good. Funny, I actually thought I turned it off earlier. Yeah.
Nathan, you comfortable? You need
Oh, there's the switch. I see it now.
There you
I
go.
got him. Man, he
Awesome.
really
There you
hollers.
go. So, yeah. Go ahead, take it away,
All right,
guys.
this one is called Deja Vertigo, and it's a song we have out on Spotify right now with the full band. But yeah, we're gonna do an acoustic version. It'll be on our EP coming up.
Okay.
Yeah. lost it for a second there, but I don't know why I care. This future where the air came in when and nothing else was said. But you felt alive. Your wasted time. And by the time it was gone, the room had melted. And by the end of the night, we saw ourselves. If we make it to the other side, I hope I'll find you there. Cities crumble and the oceans rise and the sky it turns blood red. So I stay thinking about your love while it all fades away. There's nowhere left for us to run, but we're okay. So I stay thinking about your love while it all fades away. There's nowhere left for us to run, but we're okay.
Awesome.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah, jamming in there too. Yeah.
I don't care
Yeah,
what
yeah.
happens to that. I'm not gonna play
But
it.
yeah, that one's on the new. Yeah, that'll be on the new EP there.
Yeah, but that song is already out on Spotify, the full version.
Yeah,
so
it's
go
already
check
out, so
that
you can
out.
listen to it.
Okay,
It's a little sneak
Spotify, is it on iTunes?
It should be.
It should be,
It's on
yeah. It's
iTunes
on
as
there.
well.
It's on all
Spotify,
the
'cause that's
yeah,
all the
what we
platforms?
use, 'cause
Yeah,
we're old,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Love that Spotify.
Is it on TikTok yet?
Oh, yeah.
It might be
I
on.
think it is,
You should
actually.
have a.
Yeah,
clip
it's
of
on
it
there. You can
Yeah.
put it on
TikTok.
your
I don't really
we
know
can
what
turn
that
all
means.
I can send you
but
all that video. You can turn that into a TikTok.
Yeah,
That would be
absolutely,
amazing.
man. That'd be
Thank
cool. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That
Did
was,
that sound okay?
Yeah, sounded great.
I can
We
tell.
just did that for the first time together.
Yeah,
I think
like
today.
an hour before we came, we were like, "That sounds cool." Acoustic.
I had
So,
jammed.
yeah.
I had picked up the acoustic
but-
and jammed it the other day, and it
So
sounded all
if
right.
it sounded
so.
all right, but yeah,
Cool.
we just wanted to
Thanks
give a little
for-
taste of it.
Thank
Yeah,
you for
definitely.
having us,
Yeah,
Michael.
thanks
for
having us,
It's been
man,
really
yeah.
fun.
Thanks for
You
coming
guys
on.
are great.
Fun
We
chilling.
appreciate
You're a
it.
great
You're
dude. We like your show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna definitely watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for the
Larry, and
support.
thanks, guys.
Problem,
And
man.
yeah, you guys
working
really, you
hard out
guys are
there.
awesome.
Yeah.
I'm
Thank you,
trying to
guys.
think if there's anything. If it's like before, I know there was something that was on the tip of my tongue while you guys were talking,
Oh.
but it slipped away momentarily.
How does that happen? I don't understand
Yeah,
what we
'cause,
could
man,
be
you
doing.
guys, no, you guys sounded
Yeah.
really great though. Really, you did. It kind
Thank
of,
you.
it was more than what I
That's okay.
Yeah,
No,
that's
that's
okay.
okay.
I didn't expect you guys to
Yeah,
sound
it's
as awesome
We don't
as that.
expect
There
you
go.
to
So it's a
expect
compliment.
anything.
I'm not saying
Thank
not
you.
saying anything negative.
We'll get it better
Appreciate
next time.
that.
Yeah,
We just
no,
gotta
it's
wing
cool
it.
though, and it's coming back to mind now. That was the first time that anybody has performed live on the podcast
Nice.
and done a song. So
Very
deal.
cool.
Yeah.
So now you have to put it on your TikTok.
yeah, I'm not.
I'm just
down
kidding.
with
You got TikTok, man?
No, I don't have TikTok.
That's
man.
okay.
I
Yeah.
made
Yeah,
one.
probably
I was writing
should.
it, and I made
It's
one,
hard,
man.
dude.
Oh,
I don't
Right, I
know.
probably
Them young
should, but it's
kids,
one of
they-
those
Yeah.
extra things.
I know, man.
It is,
yeah.
yeah.
I hire one of these kids to do
Yeah.
it. That's what it is. It says, no, I'm not doing
It's
that.
like, nah, I'm good. Yeah, he's
He is.
TikTok.
Right.
Like,
Show
it can't
me
be a
how
day
to
over
be
22.
relevant.
And actually, Mr. Johnny, he produces some music himself.
Nice.
Cool.
That he showed
Awesome.
me. Let me listen to the other night.
Really?
Yeah.
Injustice.
Which one's Johnny?
That's
Johnny
Johnny.
right
and
here.
that's
Awesome.
Justice.
Johnny.
Yeah.
I'd love
Yeah,
to hear
shout out
that.
to
Thanks,
Johnny,
guys.
holding it down.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you guys
Yeah.
for being here.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks
Yeah,
for
thanks,
being
everybody.
on,
Thanks,
and welcome. Welcome. Come back anytime.
Okay,
Absolutely,
thanks,
we'll
man.
definitely.
Yeah.
Actually, you
come
guys
back.
will be here.
See you on
at-
the 21st. Yeah, January
21st January?
with Bane Star.
Yeah, maybe if you get it set up, we can come by. and
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
that day.
absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. You
Cool.
guys are Charleston guys, so it's not like
Yeah.
it's really come out of the way or anything.
Yeah, yeah, we'll be around.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
we'll be
sure.
around.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
One more time before we go, you want to plug your social medias, where people can find your music at, and all that, the
Yeah.
website or anything like that.
Yep, we have a whole album out on, like we said, Spotify
Yeah.
and iTunes called "Looking for a Spark." Came out last year. We got a new song coming out right now, or it's already out,
Yeah.
called "Deja Vertigo," and the EP, which I believe is going to be called the
Yeah.
Deja Vertigo EP, will be out in a couple.
And most of our
Right.
social media stuff is Tidal Wave Band.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
YouTube, whatever. You
Yeah,
know,
Tidal Wave
Instagram, you
Band
put that
is
in,
what you
you'll
gotta
find it,
look
and it's
for.
spelled Title.
Mhm.
Right.
Not the other way.
It's confusing. Yeah.
Not the right way.
But yeah, thanks.
Mhm. Like a
Appreciate it.
title for your car.
Yes.
Yeah, no DMV involved, right?
No
Yeah, you
DMV
don't have to go
involved. I've
there
thought.
and,
I've tried to figure out a
yeah.
better way to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to
Title,
go to the
like,
You don't have to take a
Pretty
ticket and wait in line
Then
for you
they'll lead
guys.
you.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
one of these days.
Yeah, you never know. man.
Maybe on the 21st, you
Might
have
play a show
to
at
get the ticket and
DMV.
wait in line. Yeah.
They need to,
Then we'll definitely
they
have
need
to
to
wait
hear
in
some
line.
music, man.
We'll
Yeah.
just put that sign on the door instead.
They're upset usually there. I
Yeah.
don't know. They need some music.
I don't
we've
really
got
like
friendly
being
people
there,
here.
but yeah, if we're playing music, it wouldn't
Yeah.
be so bad.
Well, yeah, thanks
Yeah,
again, guys.
thanks, man.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate
And
you.
Yes, sir.
yeah, thank you all for watching. You can check out the Grassroots 304 podcast on YouTube, on Rumble, and soon to be on Spotify and iTunes when I get that figured out. And yeah, check me out on Facebook too, at the Grassroots 304 podcast, and also on Instagram at Mike Grassroots. You can stay up to date with what's going on, see the behind the scenes footage, and yeah, thanks again. We'll see you next time. Peace out.